Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for November. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including my shuffling here. I've pre-shuffled off camera, but just a little more mixing of the cards. Page of Wands. So we could be at the beginning stages of a relationship with somebody, maybe ready to get out there and start dating, or have found someone and we're starting to maybe send texts or communicate that there is interest. All right. The Magician reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. The Sun reversed. Oh boy. Oh, there. I swear the deck wasn't all, oh, well, you know, wasn't all reversed. Death. 3 of Wands, Strength reversed, Ace of Swords, 6 of Cups reversed, 2 of Pentacles reversed. I will clarify where it makes sense to do so. All right, so the first part of November for you, Libra. You're feeling like, well, all right. I think there was just not, we'll get to this in a minute. You're feeling like, all right, I'm ready for things to end and I want this new beginning, and you have had all the information you're going to get and that you need to make a proper decision, and in moving forward and deciding what to do, you need to be very clear-headed and be discerning and be organized, okay? This also is a good omen card in the sense that it assures victory, all right? But whatever you decide to do, it's based on clarity of thought. So make sure you have all the information you need before you make your move, whatever that move is. I want to clarify this Magician reversed here, please, because that's the situation. So what's the Magician reversed, please? 2 cards. Yep, things are, this typically is associated with things being one-sided, which this doubled down on. Somebody could be very controlling, narcissistic, and just in it for themselves. This could also be, which would make sense why you want to end it and why you need to have all your ducks in a row before you make a move, to leave or whatever you're going to do. But this could also be somebody that has a lot of talent but is not working, because this is talent. And if I may, I have been noticing that this is showing up at least in other readings I've done, when somebody has talent, but they also have mental health issues, okay? So we've got somebody here that could be well-meaning. They just can't seem to land on anything because their brain chemistry or mood disorder prevents them from doing so. A lot of times I think, sometimes this just shows up as like a prize idiot, okay? This person is a jerk and they're just out for self, and you've got other cards around that clarifying it. But sometimes this is somebody that has the best intentions but cannot progress forward because of the way their brain works. They just can't seem to, it could be depression, it could be bipolar, it could be, histrionic, it could be anxiety, it could be things that just keep them from being all that they could be, to put it simply, okay? In this case, however, we've got something that's very one-sided. Somebody's very, very greedy or selfish or materialistic and just me about things, and can use, this could be somebody that could be using cutting words, cruelty, just things that cut. It could be someone that's not doing anything for the relationship's behalf. It's just all about them. It could be that there's no movement or communication. Any number of those things. This is general, right? However, if we're looking at just these 3 cards, I think this is somebody that, this right here, this could just be somebody that, like I described, that has the mood disorder, and it has to be all about them. They're kind of self-absorbed because they're constantly worried about that, mental health issue. This coupled with this, though, it's still nebulous because we've got somebody that doesn't do much. It's all one-sided. It's all about them. And it's all talk and no promises because they can't get out of their own way. Either way, whether this person is in fact malicious and tyrannical, or it is somebody that just has unchecked mood disorder, mental health issues. Either way, you are feeling like, Libra, that you're ready for it to end and to get out of it. And the advice is to have all your ducks in a row when you do leave. This right here, saying that you've had clarity and you're going to be organized, and you need to be organized and have clarity to get yourself out of it, suggests that this is somebody that is very, we're leaning on the narcissistic, the malignant, or the malevolent, the mean side of narcissism, not the kind of where I'm a narcissist because of my brain chemistry and I have to put myself first because I never know what to expect with myself. This is somebody who's mean, okay? It might not apply for all of you that way, but this, clarified by this right here, this is somebody who's mean and tyrannical, okay? Middle of the month, we've got 8 of Cups reversed. As far as the situation, you're feeling trapped and like you can't move on. You're not in it emotionally anymore, but you still feel like it's not, there's still these leave behinds, there's still these missives that they might send off through text, or there's still something keeping you connected. You have left the relationship emotionally, but physically you might still be connecting with them in some way, whether it's talking, whether it's still sex, whether it's something, okay? You are, it feels like you've backed down from your position and you're waiting to see what happens. And okay, so this is saying, we're going to take a look at that. This is saying that you feel stuck in the past. Maybe this is you having clarity, but then they say something, there's communication that makes you feel like, okay, wait a second. You put everything on hold and you're waiting. You're waiting to see what happens because you're feeling like you shouldn't do anything. This has come up before in this position as advising not to do anything. Stay there, don't move, don't do anything. So I want to clarify that quickly here. What is this 6 of Cups reversed? For Libra, what's this 6 of Cups reversed? Why? Again with the... There's some kind of new interest, new offer, possibly job, that you're going to stay put for. And this is about finding balance with that. It could be that for those of you that's not a job or an offer, do you see the phallus right there? Do you see that? I'm just saying, do you see how phallus it looks? Okay, or phallic it looks. This could be there's a new interest and you're trying to figure out a way to make it work, basically. So either there's a new love interest that comes along, there's a new job offer that comes along, and your job is to stay put while you figure out how you can do that, and then you move out, and then you move on or move out. And then this can turn around like this, where it's just a balance between work and your home life. But this suggests that it also might be something is said to where it has renewed your interest, your passion, they've worked their mojo, or you have new, you've discovered something new to where you feel like it could work, and you're staying put. Okay, this is soulmate connection. This is kind of like and this infinity symbol right here, this is about somebody who is can be very manipulative and is masterful at it, okay? So typically this way, it's like they can manifest like nobody's business. This way, it could be that you're under somebody's spell. Just be careful of that, okay? And this would suggest that also is that you just can't quite quit this person emotionally, sexually, mentally, whatever. And it's because the ties are so strong. This often suggests soulmate connection, past life connection, okay? So we've got renewed interest here, but things are still not balanced, or you're going to try to find a way to make it work or balance, okay? So I don't know if that's someone new. I think it's this person, though, because we got this 6 of Cups saying it could be a new job offer, saying, okay, stay put, sort this first, then you can leave once you have this new job offer. Could be that. Then we come over here to the last 10 days of the month, and we've got the Sun reversed, which suggests a period of not being happy. It also suggests somebody who's perpetually happy all the time, but due to mental illness, that fake happy on the outside is not really true. So it's almost like they're feeling like this on the inside, but they project this on the outside. And we've got that doubled down with the the card of Strength reversed. So we could have this could be Leo here. What else? This could be Scorpio. So anyway, we got 2 Leo cards here. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo. So there's a period of not being happy Someone's not willing to do the right thing, take a look at themselves. There's no integrity. I think you feel this way about the relationship or the person you're dealing with. You could even be having your own doubts about it, or just being like, what am I doing here? Why am I staying? I don't think you feel sure or safe or stable in this relationship. It's not a secure relationship for you, and you're not happy. And we've got the Two of, do you see this here? We've got the Two of Pentacles. Again, you trying to figure out what to do, how to make it work. It's an emotional decision for you, trying to find balance. Some of you could even take up another relationship while you're in this relationship, as a way of, or a new interest at least, as a way of coping. Okay, so in the past, it's pretty much the same. In the past, you realize that this person is not very healthy for you, and you're not happy, and you've left emotionally, you just haven't left physically. We come to the present situation where things have ended, but there still might be communication going back and forth, and you realize that it's just not working, and you have your doubts, and you're kind of going through the throes of processing the end of the relationship. And then we come to the future where it's you do have clarity, and while you might be stuck in the past, a new interest, it even could be this old person, comes along and sparks your interest again. It could be a new job offer, and you're wondering how to leave and how to balance this new job offer, how to leave emotionally, provided that you've already left, and how to balance that with what you're dealing with in your private life. Okay, either way, now that you have this clarity and you've got new offers or you've got new interest, again, it could be renewed interest or it's a job, you're having to figure out a way to balance everything, because right now it's just topsy-turvy. It could be that you've just gotten out of the home or the relationship and you're having a tough time focusing at work or finding things to keep yourself occupied so that you can process this emotionally or mentally. Okay? All right. This is going to resonate for you as far as what you should do for yourself. Just FYI, it's been coming up time and time again, what to do for relationship, but a lot of the relationships I've been reading for, even private readings, it's not worth reinvesting in, or you're just there physically because it's only advantageous to be so because monetarily, financially, it doesn't make sense to leave yet. Okay, so when this comes out, it's going to be for yourself or to yourself. That's how I'm going to end it. It's like that game you play at showers or bachelor parties, whatever, where you read a fortune cookie and then you say in between the sheets afterwards or whatever. Does anybody do that? Am I dating myself? Yeah. Oh, good Lord. True love to yourself. True love. This is a once in a lifetime love. And that probably explains why this is pretty heavy duty for you, is that you do feel that very strong connection with this person. Okay. Damn. I don't even know what to say about that, Libra. I know it's got to be difficult. We got two things doubling down here. The disarray and the need to balance. And we've got this passionate new beginning, these new interests. So, no judgment, no shade. Everybody's got to do what works best for them. And if you do feel like this is your true love and once in a lifetime interest, once in a lifetime love and experience, that's really tough to let go of, honestly. Thankfully, this is only for November. Miracles happen. All right, this is analysis bringing about awareness. And in this case, you are weighing your options and you're really thinking things through here. It's the juggling act, trying to find balance, trying to figure out how can I make this work. So whatever conclusions and clarity you're going to come to is either going to bring you clarity and confidence and security, or it's going to be a cause for future worry. One, it depends on how you look at it, but also it's about truly being willing to see things objectively and knowing yourself well enough to know what your thresholds are. Okay? So you are in contemplation mode. You're thinking about this because you might indeed feel like this is your true love, and that's why it's probably so hard for you to leave and to let go. Okay? All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you you see some clarity. I wish you luck, because this is open-ended as far as I'm concerned. What's advisable, that's another story, but this is open-ended. So I wish you luck. I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by. Take care.